Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Imran from Squadron. I hope you're all okay. It's Wednesday, the 22nd of September. It's 8 p.m. or just coming up to 8 p.m. So Facebook is going to kick in and go live as well, and they will then eventually catch up with us. But here today, we're going to be talking about WooCommerce products and how you normally do a shop template, you know, the products archive. This is dead simple, and there's loads of videos and tutorials and guidance out there. Let's not cover all of that over and over again. You know how to do this, right? You got to have Elementor Pro. If you haven't, you can use other plugins as well. But you go into Elementor Pro and you create a template, a products archive. And what you would do is you would just let's just get rid of this one over here. You just go over to your widgets. You type in products, this one here. Drop it in like that. And it's going to give you your products. Now, I've created 5 fake products, okay? Please do not come to this website and buy anything, because I will not honor it, and you will not get any of these products off me, okay? You got to buy them yourselves. Now, the problem with the products is that it is a little bit limited in what you can do in terms of styling. You can obviously change the columns and say you're going to have 5 columns in width, or 3 columns, or 2 columns, or lots of different things like that. You can make the images have a rounded border and make them more circular. You can change the font, you know, central aligned, left aligned, right aligned, all of that. You know this. This has been done to death many times. Hey, John, how you doing? Greetings for sunny Colorado. Oh, it's very windy out there. My hair got totally messed up earlier in the wind. I was blown around everywhere. So, as I was saying, WooCommerce products, when you do your store, it is very limited. Now, I'm going to show you a different way, a very bespoke way of how we could. I just want to double check that Facebook is definitely still open. Facebook is, sorry, just bear with me. I'm just going to make sure Facebook is open because it doesn't seem to be working at the moment. Let's go to the video. Just bear with me. I'm just going to double check that the Facebook is working. This is when you actually need more hands to make sure this is working. We're obviously live streaming to Facebook as well. I would say, but if anyone is writing any comments or anything, it's best you do it on the YouTube video, okay? Right, okay, there is an active post. Yep, show post, right. Yep, cool, right, we're live, cool, right, sorry about that. So the WooCommerce products, this is what you're going to get out the store. But what we're going to show is a bespoke way of how to do it. Now, this solution isn't going to really be great if you've got hundreds of products and you've got a filter system. Okay, because what I'm going to do is almost independent of the WooCommerce system per se, where you can do filtering. This is a solution, say, if you've got up to maybe 12 items, or maybe you want to demonstrate them on your page or your Elementor page in a very unique way. We're talking about a Masonry effect, okay? So what that means is rather than you having square or circular products, you're going to have products which now might be a circle, it might be a horizontal section, it might be a vertical section, and you get to mix up and mess around with how you want it to look. So let me show you what we're going to do. Above here, I'm going to create another section, okay, like so. In fact, I'm just going to add a bit of breathing space from the bottom one, so it's slightly out of view. Let's just go with 600. That's out of view. What I'm going to do is I am going to add in, I'm going to add in 2 columns. So I've got a section with 2 columns, okay? This is dead simple what I'm doing here. I'm going to click on column 1 and I'm going to go over and I'm going to say the margin for this, I'm going to say about 10. I'm going to give it some breathing space of about 10 above, below, left and right. And inside of that column, I'm going to give it some further breathing space of about 10 as well. I might chop and change this around, by the way. I like to experiment. So let's just go with 10 on the margin, 10 on the padding. Obviously, there's nothing in there at the moment, so you know, what the heck? What am I talking about? Inside of here, I'm now going to add in a product. Okay, this is a bespoke way of doing it. No extra plugins, just Elementor Pro. All right, no CSS coding, no HTML, no JavaScript, no plugins. This is just pure Elementor. I'm going to go over to my column, go to the style, and I'm going to set the background image. Now, I could click here and choose an image. Because that's what you do, don't you? You go, hey, I want this image. You pick it and away you go. No, we're not going to do that. What we're going to do, instead of picking the image, can you see down here you have the dynamic tag? the stacks. You click that and you have a list of options. I'm going to scroll down until I get to product image. Do you see that? I don't even know where I'm pointing. Do you see that? Product image. You cannot miss it. I click product image and it's now going to bring through a product. But I want to be very specific over the product. I click the spanner or the wrench. And it now says, well, what product do you want? So I'm going to type in Insta. I think it was Insta. Yeah. None of these names and products actually match the product. So I've got a picture of tomatoes for Instagram. Go figure, hey. So I'm going to pick Instagram. There you go. It's now brought forward an image. You can't see it properly because it's not been spaced out yet. Is that making sense so far what I've done there? I'm now going to add in some text, okay? So I'm going to go in and add in I'm going to click text, like so. I could do a header as well, by the way. Let's just do heading, right? I'm going to drop in a header. That header you cannot see at the moment. I'm going to go to style, and I'm going to say the text color is, we'll go for dark. I'm going to go to advanced, and I'm going to go to background. And I'm going to set the background color to this to be white, like that. In fact, I might make it a transparent white, so you can just about see some of what's below it as well. Just a tiny bit like so, okay? I'm now going to go to positioning for that header, and I'm going to set the width to be custom. So as soon as I do that, it's now customized just to the text. The bigger the text, the bigger the box. The smaller the text, the smaller the box. I'm now just going to give a bit of padding to that text, because it's looking a little bit tight, isn't it? So let's just go with 5. Yeah, okay, we'll go with 5. You can be creative, okay? You might want to give some bordering to this. So let's just go with 10, right? You can be creative with how you design your button and how you set it up and how you make it look. Yep, okay. I hope that makes sense what we're doing at the moment, right? So we now have a button. I'm going to go over to style for this, and I'm just going to change this style to be, just for the sake of it, I'm just going to go with Roboto condensed, and I'm just going to go with pixel size 16. No, we'll go with 20. And I'm going to give it a weight of about 500. No, we'll go with 600. And we'll actually make it a dark black, so it stands out. There we go. Okay, dead simple what we're doing, right? Nothing absolutely creative or amazing at the moment, okay? I'm now going to duplicate that header, right? In fact, I won't duplicate that yet. Let me undo that. I'm going to go back to this header. I'm going to go to content. I haven't changed it. It still says add your heading text here. Well, duh, that's quite boring, isn't it? I'm going to click the dynamic tag for the header. I'm going to scroll down, and I am now going to pick product title. Can you see it? WooCommerce product title. You click it. You click the spanner. You then pick your product. And I'm going to go with Instagram, because this is an Instagram product. It now has the title of the product. Now, why is this good? I'm going to jump a little bit. Imagine you've got an Instagram product in your WooCommerce products. And then you change the title to be Instagram da-da-da-da-da. Automatically, this will change to be Instagram da-da-da-da-da. Okay? It speeds up the way that you can now get changes to fly through your site. It's a bit like global colors and global fonts. That's the beauty of it. Let me now duplicate this item, right? I've now duplicated it. I'm going to get rid of product title. I'm going to click the dynamic tag again. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to pick product price, right? It's now brought through product price. I click the spanner. I go down to product and I'm going to check that this is Insta. Yes, it is. It's Instagram. And the Instagram price is there. I don't like how tight they are together at the moment. So I'm going to click on the column, right? The column, you go to your layout, horizontal align, and I'm going to say space between. Look at that. Instagram, price, over there. It's now spaced it out. I'm now going to add in a spacer underneath. I'm just going to drop it in there. Now, when you do that, sometimes it will go underneath the price depending on how you've done it. That's dead easy to sort out. Just go to Navigator, pick up the spacer and drop it below. It will automatically go to 100%. Don't worry about the fact that your Instagram is that big, your price is that big. Whatever you place below will automatically go to 100%. I'm now going to increase this spacer like, let's go with 240. 240, yeah, 240 is fine. I'm going to go back to my column because I added in an image. Let's just make it center. We're going to make it a scroll effect, not fixed, because it starts to mess up if you go for a fixed look. No repeat, and we go with cover. We now have a totally bespoke product. Okay, now if I was to just shrink it down like this, can you see what it's doing at the moment? We have the image for Instagram. I know it's not Instagram, I know it's food, but just go with me on this. We've got the title and we've got we've got the price as well. Now, if I click on, say, this spacer here, okay, sorry, not the spacer, the column, what you can do is link it then to the actual product. So when they click it, it actually takes them to the actual product, or you could just do it up here as well. So this Instagram item here, I could go over here, and if I type Instagram like that, look, it says product. Did you know this? It will now go to the product page. If I now click on the price and I say link and I type Instagram product, it is there. Click it, and now if you click on the title, sorry, the title or the price, it will take you to the single product page. Now in the spacer, it's a bit more complex, and I'll put the solution to that in the description later on after this video's gone live. But you can do it so that this entire image, when you click it, it will now take you somewhere, okay? You could even add a button somewhere else as well, right? You can add in a button that literally says, take me to the product, for instance, see more. And again, you would just link it to the product. Again, dead simple to do. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of this column here, delete this. And I'm going to duplicate what we had over there, right? I'm going to click over to this one, click on the title, and I'm going to pick, instead of Instagram, I'm going to go with Elementor. No, not Elementor, because that's the wrong one. I'm going to go with YouTube, mainly because of the different sized images I picked. So we'll go with YouTube. And I'm just going to move this out of the way, go to the price, pick the price, and instead of it being Instagram, I'm going to pick YouTube, because these are the fake products I've got, okay? And obviously, you would have gone to your link over here, get rid of your link and put YouTube and pick the YouTube product. You can do it to the price. I don't want to waste time going through every single setting on here, but again, look, you would just pick your product and now you have that. Now again, what am I trying to show? Because you're going to look at that and go, well, it's just 2 products. I could have done that with the products widget and just said 2 columns, you know. So what? You've designed it to look differently, but so what? Hold on, we're not done yet. Let's just go back over to the column. Let's just go to the product image for the column. Currently it's Instagram. Let's pick YouTube. There it is. And we have a YouTube image. That's nothing to do with YouTube, but it's red. It's the closest I could do or whatever. Now watch this. This is the good bit. Whoa. Can you see where I'm going with this, everyone? Imagine you've got a page. Maybe it's your home page. Maybe it's a shop page. Maybe it's a page somewhere else on your website. Could even be a sidebar. You add in a product, right? Maybe you've got 5 products to sell and they're all to do with skateboarding. You know, skateboard, safety equipment, helmets, whatever. You could have products. You could then do something like this. Watch. Let me just duplicate this section. Like so. Where did it go? Oh, of course. No wonder. Silly me, aren't I? I forgot. I put in a 600 margin. There we go. So I could add in another section below. I can now resize this to be like this. I could get rid of all of the content that sit within here. Right, let's get rid of all of that. All of that. Just get rid of everything in here. I could now get rid of the image as well. Right? And I could say, I'm going to add in a video. I'm going to drop in a video. And it will be a video of a product from YouTube, Vimeo, even whatever you're going to do, right? And you're obviously going to size it all accordingly, right? I'm just showing you what you could do. You could also, if I want, add another column like this, right? So we got our video. And I mean, let's just do it like this. And let's just pretend it was the proper size and everything, right? You could go over here. And you might now put in a completely non-product related image. So let's just go with this image here. Okay. And this is not a great image because it's not going to be the right size. But if I just do this and this and this, you can have now a totally unrelated image to, well, it's not a product, but it could be related to the product. So it might be someone who's actually sat on top of the... Oh, sorry, I'm in the way, aren't I? Yes, sorry. John's just told me I'm in the way. So let me just move myself out of the way. There we go. Sorry. I've just added this image in. And if I move myself over here, you can see the settings that I've done here. Okay. So I've added in an image. And it could be someone skateboarding. It could be someone flying off a ramp or something. Right? You got your products. You might have a video. So they can now click this and play a video of people skateboarding or doing something. And you got another image. It could be an image with some text on here. It could be, you know, I mean, look, I really hope I'm getting across what you could do here. Let me just duplicate this as well. Let me just get rid of this margin that we have over here. Okay, let me get rid of this video actually, because it's not great when the video is not the right size. So we could have over here, I'm not going to change the context of the price and the text. I'm just going to change the background image here, just so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to pick... what did I have one for LinkedIn? Yes, I did. There we go. We've got a LinkedIn image as well. You could have a totally different image here. We could get rid of this one here, and you could have a video, and then over here you could have text. Let's put in a text editor. So sorry, add column, and let's add in text editor. Text editor, come on, text editor. There we go. Drop something like that in, and you could have tons and tons of text and another image, inner sections, whatever you want. Whoa. Get rid of that. Let's just copy that. And there we go. Right. So you can add in lots of text and lots of different things there. So let me just move myself a little bit, because I know I'm probably taking up a lot of the picture image at the moment. Let me just move myself to be over there in the top corner. So if I just hit update and I preview this page, I hope this is going to try and somehow get across to you what we're doing. In fact, I won't do preview, because last time I did this, it goes onto a different screen and we ended up in a world of pain. So I'm just going to close down this site, log out, right? And I hope you can all still see the screen, because I'm still on the same window, right? If I go to shop, I mean, obviously, look, don't worry about the fact that this is not perfectly aligned, because I am slightly rushing through it in the way I'm doing things, right? But I've clicked onto the shop page, and we've now got 2 products up here. We've got another product. We've got an image, a video, a text. I could now add in more products below. I could have, like, you know, whatever format I want to do. I could have a single column, which is like 2 rows, have another column, and just put one in and have an inner section. You know, you can experiment and do whatever you want. Hey, No Home Nomad, good to see you. So by using columns, okay, and I'll go back over this again, No Home Nomad. By using columns, by then adding in a header and another header field, and then just using the dynamic tag to pick WooCommerce product, you can have a totally independent, bespoke look to your shop. I mean, look, if I now click Instagram, it will take me to the Instagram single product. What? I mean, this is only really going to work. Okay, let me just log back in. If you have not many products, okay? If you've got many products, this is probably not going to be the best solution for you. 100 products, you're better off just using a products archive. If I go to templates, okay, save templates, click on all, go back to my product archive template, which is here. By just utilizing columns, right? And this is just for the benefit of No Home or anyone else that's joined on late. You know, column, inside of there, I added in an image. But instead of picking the image, what I did was I picked the dynamic tag. You click that. You scroll down to products image. You click the spanner. And then from the spanner, you pick your product. So let's go with Instagram, like that. Okay. By the way, don't worry about this. Sometimes it does this where it kind of looks like it's resetting itself, but it isn't. It's just the way sometimes Elementor can be a little bit funny. And you just got to make sure you hit update at regular stages. But if you were to now... so you can't see... I don't know if you can see this. Can you see this on the screen? I hope you can. because the way I set this up, so you should still see this. Yeah. So even though I've gone to preview, the images are there, okay? So don't be fooled into what we see here. It probably just needs me to refresh the page or something. And then they should reappear. And if not, you just got to redo it again and it will reappear. But what you're doing is, by using dynamic tags, like what we have here for the header as well. This is just a header. I've dropped into the column. I then went over here, hit the dynamic tag. I picked look at all the options you got. Price, rating. Is it on sale? Short description. The SKU. Is it in stock? The title. We're going to pick title. We're going to click the spanner. We go to all and I just type in Instagram. And it picks up that title. And this is just a really, really unique way, I believe, in you just being really, really creative. Right, let me just get rid of that. There you go. The piece has reappeared now. How annoying is that? Let me just get rid of that one there. So, I mean, look. You slide to your heart's content. And I'm just going to duplicate this image over here now. Look at that. This is like, I mean, how much more do I have to explain what we're doing here? And I hope this is kind of making sense and getting your creative juices flowing with what you could do. I mean, I am going to just I'm going to get rid of this image that sat there and I'm going to add in a new column. I am, yep, cool. Thanks for letting me know that you can see it all. I'm going to add in a inner section. Inner section, like so. I'm going to just get rid of that column so we just have one inner section with one column. I'm going to duplicate it, so now we actually have two within there. I'm going to actually copy that column and I'm going to paste it over there. And I'm going to get rid of this column here. And I'm going to also add it onto this column here as well. I'm just doing this on the fly, okay? I'm just trying to show you a totally different way of how you could start to lay things out. Let me just shrink this down to be about 120. Let me shrink this spacer to be 120 as well. You might hear a bit of bleeping noises and whatever. Don't worry about that. That's just wording and things coming through from Facebook. I just got to very quickly check that the Facebook, everything is working through. Sometimes you get messages pop through saying stuff like that. That's fine. But look, what we've done over here, and I'll click update and then do preview. I'm looking at the screen, but the camera's over here. Live chat messes up your head sometimes. If we go to preview now, okay, this is the shop page, a bespoke shop page. Item, image, item. Of course, remember, get your margin and your paddings right, you know, because obviously here this is meant to be no gap, you know, and I haven't done it for the section above either. If I went for no gap, you got to mess around, get things absolutely right, okay? And you will do this, you know, with effort and time. Don't rush it like I am with a video, okay? But if you play around carefully and get it right, you could have a totally independent looking shop. So if you want to have a video that's auto playing in the background, not background, but to the side of a product. I mean, think about it. This is a great way for conversion, right? When you see an advert on TV that has a car, half the time they're not even really telling you about the car, are they? They're not saying, hey, 29-cylinder car, that'd be amazing. You know, exhaust engine, whatever. They're just showing you the car. Sometimes they're just showing you the car driving past a shopping mall. And you kind of go, are they advertising the mall or the car? Which one is it? So let's say you're advertising a car or trainers or something. You could have your product there. Have some more images, right? Because at the moment, remember, okay, if I go in to the Instagram product and I want to see more images, right? I have to go to the product and now I can see the images. Huh? Right? Yeah. Are we agreed on that? But I could have a product and I could have little images. I could have a video. I could have some text. I could have someone doing a video testimonial of that product. Right? But look, here's the other brilliant thing we could do. Let's just go back to our product. You do know that we also have the cart button, right? Add to cart. You did know this, right? I'm going to drop the add to cart button in. Okay? And I am going to make it left aligned. And this is where you can now start to mess around with the look of it, okay? Do we want to show the quantity? Yes or no? Do we want to show variations? You start to mess around with the entire look of it. All right. I'm just going to, where's it gone? There's a setting I'm meant to pick on here and it's not showing, which is slightly annoying. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Part. Sorry, it's not that one. It's not that one. The one you want to use is the Woo custom add to cart. This comes as part of WooCommerce. It's in there with Elementor. You don't need to install any extra plugins, all right? It's the Woo custom add to cart. You add that in and we got our button. Let's just make it a white font just so we can see it. Again, I'm not messing around with the color schemes or anything like that. I'm just showing you how this works just so you understand, okay? We can align it as well. You can show the quantity if you want. I don't really like that. I would just say add to cart. You do have to pick your product though. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to pick Instagram. And I did that too quick. Instagram, right? So when you click add to cart, that will add it to the cart as the Instagram product, okay? The button, we're going to have it right aligned like that. We'll just give it a bit of spacing from the top. Let's just go for about 10. Stylize it, do what you want with it, okay? Let me just show you this in motion. If I preview and make sure you can see that, cool, okay? I'm just going to move myself out the way over here, okay? Because I'm slightly shrunk down. I'm back. Right, so we have the product. We know that if we click this, it takes us to the single product. And we can click add to cart and Bob's your uncle. Or we could click add to cart. I hit add to cart. That has now added, look, you can hardly read there where it says view cart because I haven't changed the typography or the color settings. Stay with me on this, okay? But if I now go over to cart here, right? My cart page, oh, sorry, by the way, can I just remove all these items? Because I was obviously testing all of this. Let me just remove all of this. Back to the shop. Let me now click add to cart, okay? If I click the cart button there, Instagram, it's there, $2.99, one quantity. Go ahead and purchase it. I mean, I haven't added in the new Elementor 3.4 cart where when you add that in and you click it, it now slides in like a pop-up. And then you'll see your items and you can add items, remove items and whatever. So I would say make sure you add that functionality, that cart button to your website. But what I wanted to get across was you could now have add to cart. I mean, here's the other thing you really need to get your head around, okay? I'm just going to go back over here, right? You see this cart button, okay? This image here is currently, is this an image? Was it the back end of style? No, it's, yeah. So if I go over to this cart here and I copy this and I paste it here, right? I could literally have just an image of a trainer. Nothing else, no title, nothing. Add to cart. It's now an add to cart. You don't even have to be on the shop page. Because a lot of home pages, when you have like your home page and you've got your hero banner and you've got your headers, your headlines and your text and everything else, you might then give them a sneak peek of your latest products or your featured products, and you might show your top 3. And usually this is the layout you're going to have, right? You're going to have your latest 3 products and your section might be a layout of about, let's just go with 800. Something like that, okay? So let me just put this back to products, content products, and we're only going to show 1 row, okay? And you might have something looking like this, yeah? And yours will be a whole lot nicer in terms of presentation. That's quite common. How many shops do you go to that are WooCommerce and you see the same layout? There's not much differentiation between them, is there? And yes, you got Elementor, Woomentor, Yeti Abominable Snowman Entor, whatever you want, okay? There's loads of different other extra plugins. But I'm showing you how to do a bespoke shop layout with no extra plugins. By the power of Grayskull, by Shard, we have done it. By Shard? By Shard, what is that? That's not even anything to even mention. By the power of Grayskull. Right. So you could now have on your home page, right? So let me just go to my home page. Let me just click this. Let's go to preview. Remember, this website is my testing website that I use for live chats or when I'm building videos for our web squadron. Okay, so let me just go to preview. Let's go to, I mean, look, you could go to blog, right? You could have a blog page and you could literally have on the sidebar down here a product or an extra item. There's no harm. You could do so much stuff. Your homepage. We have a homepage, right? You know, we created it to do like a little glitchy video and whatever. I could, if I want, down here, have my product. You see this here? This could have been a product. I could have put my products here. I could have laid it out in a particular certain way. That's just a blog, by the way. I mean, this is just 4 columns. I could have 4 columns, right? The outer 2 could be images of someone skateboarding. The image right on the far right over here, sorry, I'll just move myself so that you can see this properly, like so. Ooh, there we go. This image here could be someone else now also skateboarding. And then over here, I could actually have something that now says the cost, the details, whatever, and buy now, add to cart. So rather than them going to the shop, they're now actually going to the cart page, okay? And they're now actually going to go over and purchase the item. I'm just going to double check the notes, the comments over here, because John's just put a comment and he's saying, hello, yeah, John's just speaking to No Home No Man. Yeah, I love the fact that I have repeat people coming back to view the live chats. It's great. It makes us feel, it really does make us feel valued. And it means a lot to us. And I hope that, you know, whether you're here now watching live or you're watching this in the future, I love your flux capacitor and your DeLorean. But if you're watching this in the future, I hope you like what we're doing. I hope you engage. You can still comment on these videos in the future. I will actively review all the comments. I do that all the time. I hope you can see that. And any tips or tricks or things you want me to cover over again, let me know. But the basis of what we are doing here is a totally... Where's my mouse gone? There we go. It is a totally unique, bespoke shop. I mean, this just like... I was experimenting with this and it blew my mind. And there are some new plugins coming out which say, hey, we'll let you do a masonry effect. And I think they are great in what they do. And I would recommend you use them. Piotnet Grid. Piotnet Grid has just come out as a 20% discount. I think it's $39. It's a really super good plugin, in my opinion, for doing masonry effect layouts. But it is a plugin, and I would say that if you have got, you know, like more than 12 items that you're trying to showcase, and your item list is going to grow, I would do it. Definitely do it. Get a plugin to help you out. If, however, you've only got up to 12, and you want to have I mean, look, this is a completely unique look. And I don't know how much I can say it. I mean, I can, you know, I'm going to go over to this column here, and I'm now going to say, right, the padding is about 50. I shouldn't have done that. Let's leave it at 10. Let's go with here, 50. Right? Let's just update that. Let's make the background of this padding, this entire section, let's make this be black. Like that. Look at that. Let me just hit preview. And you're now going to see a shop page with variation going on there. And yes, you could do this with 2 product archive widgets and then do your sections. But it's this. And if you wanted to do something totally different with each product, you're going to have to start doing CSS codes galore. And you might not want to do that. I could now if I want. I mean, again, look, I'm doing this to make a point. I love making a point. I'm going to go into motion effect. I'm going to say entrance animation. And I'm going to say fade in from the left. Fade in left. There we go. Right. You with me on this? Let's preview it. You see that? Let's do it. I mean, it's probably not going to show you again if I hit return. Will it show it again? Look, it slid in. Whoop. You're going to have your products coming in on the page, whereas the product archive, you're a little bit stuck to one motion effect for the entire row or set of values. So this now opens up creativity and independence and bespokeness. Is bespokeness a word? I'm not too sure if it is. Yeah, no man saying I'm entertaining to watch and listen. I do though. Yeah, you're right. You know what? I do talk, I think, a bit quick. I do pick up on that myself, and I probably need to slow down just a little bit. However, I might watch one of my videos one day and put the speed onto half and just listen to the sound, and I bet it comes out much more normal and relaxed and probably at a much better pace. I bet that's what happens. I'm going to try that out and just test it out. But if you're after a unique bespoke look where you can add in whatever you want, and look, I'm just going to shrink this down even more. I'm going to add in another column, which I'm going to go like that. And you know what I'm going to do on the far right column? I'm going to add in a accordion. No, not an accordion. Yeah, let's go for an accordion. What? So sometimes when you have a shop, let me just close that accordion down. You might be selling a product or a service. And then you have your FAQ. You might put your FAQ right at the bottom. Or what 99% of people do is they put it on another page. And I sometimes feel that there is always a danger that when you're really trying to get sales, you have too many pages. And I just think that this is another way of limiting it. Like I said, this is great for up to 12 products in my opinion, because you don't really have to worry about category pages because you can see it all. But that being said, hey, look, I could now add in a category title so I can space out my products. So I might say, these are lighting, this is furniture, these are sofas, this is rugs, these are cars. How does that relate to furniture? I do not know. But you know, you can start to be really, really creative over all of these extra items that you want to add in, right? And I'm now just going to just drop in items for the sake of it, because I love to make a point. And icons, look, you know, you do what you want. Have the totally bespoke shop page that you want. Hey, this is a way of blowing Wix and Shopify and everyone else out of the water. Because like I said, right, WooCommerce shops, no matter what theme or template you buy, they're kind of all the same, regardless of whatever you do. And look, here now, column, right? The image for the column image, right, is your background. You're going to click the dynamic tag. You're going to pick product image, right? You're going to hit the spanner and you're going to pick your product, right? You're going to go down here and you're going to type YouTube. This is a fake product, by the way. I'm not selling YouTube to anyone. You add in a header. You add in a duplicate of the header. You click on the header, right? You click dynamic tag. You scroll down and go, look at all these options. I'll go with product price. You click the spanner. You go down here and you make sure you've picked the right product. Otherwise, it will do the wrong price. You want to add the cart button? Well, look, here we go. Let's just duplicate this cart. Drop it in over here. Okay. Once you've stylized it, go to the cart. This is the Woo custom add to cart widget. It's in there in Elementor. It comes with WooCommerce. No extra plugin, right? Once you've added it, it will basically look like, it will say all. And what you do is you go over here and you type YouTube. You pick it. That is now add to cart for YouTube. And if you don't believe me, right, we go to preview. Okay. If I click on Instagram, it goes to the single product page, right? I click add to cart here. I go to cart. It will now have it there, YouTube. It's got Insta because I picked it before, anyone who's joined in late. But look, it's added in the content, the item now. Ignore the way the styling looks of this, all right? Because this is my test site where I just mess around with things like that. I'm going to get rid of this accordion. You know, again, look, stylize it to exactly how you want. And the way I got this header to go to the product was let me just do it on the YouTube one here. You click it, right? You get in the link for that. You just type in your product and it will appear and it will say the word product. You pick it, you update it, you hit the eyeball, the eye, the Illuminati. They are always watching. You now click YouTube. It goes to the YouTube product, right? And like I said, look, when you go to a product, this is where you're going to see all the images. Well, now you could have the product and over here, you could have the additional images for that product. So you're now giving them this bespoke, wonderful way of viewing it. And this is just, for me, an amazing, amazing way of doing it. Now, there is a danger I will regurgitate and repeat myself over and over again. Hey, Mark, good to see you. But if you really want a break out of the norm of what you would do with a WooCommerce products archive, I give you the Masonry effect. Product with some weird column styling, because I wanted to show you can be totally unique. We got an image with add to cart. And we got another 2 products. Do what you want. Be creative. Think about your user experience. Test it out with people. Don't ask your friends and family when you test out. Because they will look at this and go, I love what you've done here. This is gorgeous. Squee! No, they will say squee even if you didn't have any products on their blank page. They'll be like, oh, I can see it, the vision. No, go and get some independent reviews or views of it. Test out what's working, you know, but make it look good, make it look clean. Use the estate you've got available to you in Elementor. And by Jove, have some fun, you know, with a cup of soup or whatever else you want to drink. Knock it back and just have fun. So I'm not going to regurgitate and go back over everything I've done before, but I'm just going to say, if anyone's got any questions about anything to do with the WooCommerce, the Masonry of bespoke effect that we've done, or any other general questions about Elementor or anything like that. I mean, anyone that's kept up to date with us on YouTube, you will see we've got lots and lots of videos coming out. There's actually a video coming out every day up until Sunday or Monday at the moment. I tend to record them late at night, you know, when it's dark and cold, so I can record loads of them, edit them, and then I schedule them in. Anyone who's aware of YouTube Shorts, where you do videos which are less than 60 seconds, we're going to be creating a whole load of those, mainly to help people that don't want to watch a long video. It's going to be like, how do I get my domain, hosting, headers, footers, templates, sections, columns, padding. How do I add an image? How do I do, you know, make an image scroll up and down, shape dividers, all of these things. We're going to be doing really quick snippet videos. So if you follow us on YouTube, I'm going to have to say, you might see lots of videos coming out. Please don't leave us. You know, we love having you here. And please do share and let anyone else out there know about Elementor. Because we're not just here to get subscriptions. That's not what we're just here for. However, it helps a great deal. And the more subscriptions we get, the more viewing we get, the more engagement we get with other people. And it actually helps improve our standing as well. So we are making huge headwaves with Elementor. The actual Elementor people, we engage with them almost on a daily basis. And we love doing that. And we love helping to make the product better with giving our ideas as well. So No Home Nomad. His head is still exploding, learning Elementor and building his community site. Hey, reach out. And I still need to look into a solution for No Home Nomad, I believe, into how can we build it. And I'm still trying to pick the best plugin I'm going to be using. I mean, I will hopefully be creating a 1 hour long community site video. But if you are getting stuck, No Home, please do reach out, contact us. Our email address is info@websquadron.co.uk. But please do reach out. So John Boyd's asking, is there a way to have an image slide in from below the other section? Perhaps the girl, if she slid down, would it or could it appear from below? So what you want is, can the girl slide down from below the tomatoes? Ah, okay, let us have a go. You know, I do not know. Yeah, I think we can. So if I just go to motion effect, okay. So we go to, it's a column. We go to advanced, we go to motion effect. And what we will do is we will do fade in down. Like so. Now at the moment, the fade in down is going over. Did you see that? Let me just show you again. We have none. And then, shall I just move myself out of the way a little bit there? There we go. If we now say fade in down, watch. It will fade in, but she's going to go over the tomatoes. Yeah, we saw that. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go to advanced. This might not work, by the way. I'm just experimenting. I'm going to give this a Z class of 1. I'm going to go to the tomato, and I'm going to go to advanced and give this a Z class of 2. 2 is greater than 1. I'm thinking of layers. I could have put 99 in, but I'm just going to go with 2 and 1 for now. Okay, so let's now preview this. Will it work? It did, but it came over the white section there. So I'm just going to go back in over here. I'm going to click on my section. I'm going to go to advanced and give this a Z class of 2. Okay, so now I've said the entire section is a Z class of 2. Go to preview. it's still going over, so I probably need to add something into the background or maybe change the padding or something. But you can see that it is in effect sliding out below the tomato rather than over the tomato. So with a bit of fine tuning, you could get that to work exactly how you want. I hope that answered the question, John. And that was a very interesting one you actually suggested there. So for anyone that's not used to using it, it's your Z index, right? So I did a video that came out today about Parallax Images, where you have words behind an image and a word in front of the image, and it tricks you into thinking that the wording goes transparent when you're moving across and below the image, but it's actually two headers. You have this header is Z index 1, the image is Z index 2, and the header here is Z index 3. It's a layering effect. 1 is the lowest, or 0 or nothing is the lowest, and then you go all the way up until 99. I don't think you're ever going to go 0 to 99 in a single few sections, but it's a really, really good way to do it. But yeah, thanks, John. I am amazing. Yes, I am. No, but thanks for saying that. But with a bit of fine tuning, I think you've got to play around with it a little bit just to get it to do what we want it to do, basically. So I think you could get that to work. But this isn't, again, another really, really cool feature where, you know, I mean, look, I'm just going to, I mean, look, I'm just going to go to this column here. I'm going to go to advanced. You can probably still see me, motion effect. And we will go with, no, we won't do that one. Let's go with a rotate down left.
Sorry, I couldn't hear what you said.
That's my phone. Rotate down right. There we go. Why would you do that? You would never do this, right? What I'm showing you now. You know, why would you do this? It is ridiculous. But look. Don't overdo motion effects, right? Be careful, because it can start to hit your page speed insights. However, if this is a shop page and the user has already come to your home page and they're now going onto your shop page, if the motion effect adds a delay of 1 second or whatever, it is not the end of the world. And of course, one thing I have not covered off, and it's always important to do, is when you then view this in a mobile, okay, and always set your mobile width to be 378 as a minimum, okay. What we had set there, obviously you just got to adjust your margins or your paddings a little bit, but you can still have the shop effect. But you could, I mean, if you were to do something like this, 50 and 50, it is now going to look a bit odd. So you got to think about your placement and how you're doing things. So I could go like this and say the layout for the mobile is 50-50. Think about what you're doing. You know, like your spacing here, you can have a different size for your mobile. So I could just go with 10. In fact, no, we won't go for 10. We'll go with 96, and we'll do 96 here as well. Play around with your margins, play around with your layout and all of that. But you can have a totally bespoke look again for your mobile shop. You could have a product that goes all the way across. You could have 2 smaller products. You could have a product and a mini product. You know, your images, your videos, how you lay it out. Total control over probably the greatest shop you're ever going to see in your life. I'm just gonna actually shrink myself out of the view here so you can actually see the full page here. Because I really want you to absorb this in your head and just suddenly have ideas about how do I have a complete bespoke WooCommerce product store that is going to just basically help you to be super creative. And you can't see me. I'm talking, but you can't see me. I am back. And I better let you know a sneak peek of something you're probably going to wonder, right, you know, when's this happening? There will be a puppet appearing very soon that's going to be helping me out with the videos. A hand puppet. I'm just waiting for it to be delivered. But I think it's going to take things... I'll have to use a different voice. Any suggestions on the kind of voice I should use? Because my voice is quite... I can be quite a serious person. When I'm at work, I might say, yeah, let's just do this and let's do that. And when I'm doing these videos, I start to go into, you know, Asgard Marvel mode. By Jove. Or whatever. But I'll have to pick a voice for our puppets. Look, we're now coming up to 10 minutes left. I won't prolong the 10 minutes, by the way, if we don't need to. But any questions, please feed them through. We love to help. We love to be creative. But hey, go away and have some fun. This video should be live now. The recorded version of this should appear on YouTube normally within an hour. It might be playable within minutes, but normally within an hour, the high def version. Go and see what I did. It is so easy and simple. I love to keep it simple because I'm a simple guy. I don't like to go over the top with CSS or HTML coding because it messes up my head sometimes. And I'm thinking about you. I'm not saying you can't do this because you can. I'm not saying you can't do better than me because you can. But I'm putting myself in your shoes as well in that let's keep it simple, concise, keep it secret, keep it safe. You know, all of that. So it's good for you and good for me, your clients, and of course your business. Please remember to like. If you're watching this, please like this video. Please subscribe. And please share. Let other people know. So No Home No Bad has said, do the voice of Prince Charles. Prince Charles. I'm like, oh yes. How would Prince Charles even go? He'd be like, no, it'd be like, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Yes. I'm Prince. No, I'm gonna have to practice that one now. Oh no, you've got it in my head. I'm 43, by the way. I was one of those youngsters that watched the original Spitting Image, and I love those days. Oh God, I remember the one of Neil Kinnock, or was it Margaret Thatcher beating Neil Kinnock? One of those. It was a wonderful video. Noreen has asked me, have I ever used CrocoBlock? Yes, I have. But I do not actively use it. Not because I have anything against CrocoBlock, but because I haven't had a massive need to use it. The same with like their Jet Smart filters and things like that they have and all of that. I have found that CrocoBlock is good, great company, great team that they've got, but I haven't had a massive need to use their products yet. And there is a video coming out, I think, probably on Sunday, might be Saturday, where I use the Themify WooCommerce product filter. That is an amazing product filter that I do recommend you use if you're putting in a filter system for your WooCommerce store. Dead easy, free, simple to use, all right? But if you're using my WooCommerce Masonry bespoke effect, you can't really add a filter, okay? Because this is now totally independent. And I'm sure I'll work out a way of how to do it. But like I said, if you've only got, 9, 12 products, you can get away with not having to have a filter system because they will just scroll up and down and see the products. It will be pretty blatantly clear. Here's what the products are. Yeah. So I hope you're all enjoying this. I hope you're all hitting the like button right now. Like. I hope you've subscribed if you haven't already. And I hope you share and let other people know. So I am a real person, okay? And we love creating videos to help you. And I've only been using Elementor for just over 12 months. I'm still learning every day of new tricks and tips on how to do things. And every time I find something, I will share it out with you. And we're growing as with our subscribers and the people that get in contact with us. And we do get emails. We get a lot of emails. We get people contacting us on Facebook a lot. If you need support, like dedicated one-on-one support, contact me via email or Facebook, and I'm happy to advise you. If, however, you want me to work with you on your website, say like a power hour for 1 hour or maybe for longer, get in touch. It does cost that we can't do everything for free. I don't want to tell you how much it's cost for all the equipment and things we've got in here or getting the electricity feed into this garden room. But please get in touch if you need dedicated support on your website. And Noreen has just said, Shop Engine. Yes. Shop Engine is very good. We in fact use Shop Engine. We use Shop Engine for our WooCommerce tutorial that we did about a month ago. So it's in our videos. You'll see it. WooCommerce tutorial, A to Z, start to finish on how to do a WooCommerce store. And we use Shop Engine there because Shop Engine is free and it's good for customizing your cart and your checkout. And you could use it for other stuff as well. But if you're not using Shop Engine and you just want to customize the way your shop looks like this, and you want to stick it onto your homepage or whatever, you could just go for this. Because I even think Shop Engine has a few limitations. but for cart and checkout customization and the account page customization, Shop Engine, super good. My recommendation for WooCommerce. So I say if you're going to do a shop, obviously WordPress, obviously Elementor, obviously WooCommerce, and then Shop Engine. And that's where I stop. I'm not going to tell you to start using other add-ons. I will literally say, no, just stop there. QI add-ons is really good if you want to have like product carousel and stuff like that. But if you're not bothered about carousels, make sure you put Shop Engine on. And please do watch the video. Thanks, John. Thanking me for sharing my knowledge. And yeah, of course, you know, in fact, I learn a lot from you guys as well, because you do offer tips and let me know how I can improve and do things. And when you do ask questions to me on Facebook or YouTube or wherever, or email, and I don't know the answer straight away, it makes me want to find a solution. And I might come back and go, can't really do that, really sorry. Or I might say, yeah, here's the solution. I won't charge you for that. That's me finding a solution. But if you want me to actually work on your website and do something like a power hour, a power afternoon, a power day, you know, you want me admin, we either do it via a video call or I go in, get in touch. I love to help out and support you, okay? We design websites as well. We have an agency. You know, we don't just do videos, but we are here to help one another. Yes! So we're now coming up to the last 5 minutes. I have to tell you, after these videos, I do go back in and I start to check the quality and the edit of this, and I might then schedule what I'm doing next. And by tomorrow morning, my voice is kind of like this, a little bit croaky. And I have to say, hi everyone, yeah, I'm okay, but yeah, I can't talk much. But the joys of doing live streaming is that you do get to engage. I am using OBS, by the way, for live streaming. It is free. I was using Restream, which was costing us $39 a month. OBS is free. There's a video on how we did it. In fact, I released that video, I think it was Saturday or Sunday. Go and watch it, okay? It tells you how to set up a live stream for free, how I am live streaming to Facebook Live for free, YouTube Live for free simultaneously, and I can see your comments. I have a screen over here that I can see your comments, but I'm talking to the camera over here. I've got a spotlight over here. I have another light over here, which doesn't do much other than light up a tiny bit of my face here. I've got all my toys and gadgets behind me. You probably can't even see them properly because I've hidden myself over here. I'm just going to move myself like so. I'm now almost in your room with you. High def, not high def though. I will say that if you are watching this back on YouTube, okay, the quality is not full 1080p. This is a big limitation with Facebook and YouTube. They take a live stream and then the quality gets a little bit knocked back, a tiny bit, and sometimes quite a lot. So I'm sorry if I appear a little bit pixelated, but that's just the way it is. So look, I am now going to sign off and let you all go. I want to say thank you to all of you for attending. Thanks for your comments. Take care. Have a great evening or the rest of your day, depending on what time it is. Have fun. Stay safe, everyone. Okay, look after yourselves. It's a very dangerous world we live in at the moment, but stay safe. Say hi to your family. Have a great meal, a great drink, and I shall see you soon. I have now signed out of YouTube.